just as you mentioned the goalkeeping error for Monaghan, we might as well mention what happened with Donegal and Kerry. So we'll talk a bit more about Kerry with Aidan O'Mahony, but Dara Moynihan ended up kind of, Donegal were trying to work the ball out from the back. There was a bit of a turnover that Dara Moynihan forced, and then he kicked the ball into the empty net because the goalkeeper had moved off to the side looking to make himself available for possession. I think this sort of stuff will happen once in a blue moon, but it's more than worth the risk, I would say, because how many points is it worth to you in every game that you're able to bring the ball out smoothly because your goalkeeper is acting as that extra man? Because otherwise, imagine if you were losing a load of kickouts and the opposition team was able to box you in and kept scoring. So I think it's worth it all told if you're to concede a goal every 10 games over it.
Yeah, but I definitely wouldn't be placing. I wouldn't be placing too much blame with Sean Patton here. Brendan McCall I don't know. He didn't have a good grasp of the ball. Moynihan kind of flicked it away from him, kicked it into an empty net. I'm kind of torn on this one. I think there are times for it, and maybe there are times kind of not to try it maybe as well. But that goal really put Donegal on the back foot yesterday. They did miraculously well to turn it around. So
but that's spoofing talk out of you. There's times to do it and times not to do it. You have to be brave. That's the whole thing. I mean, if you can somehow be selective.
No.
Nonsense.
Of course you can be selective. If you're after going short twice and you're after having both of the kickouts turned over, do you go short again? You'd be
brave.
You'd be brave. Bravery is the thin line between bravery and stupidity. I put it to you this way: you'll see it happen most of the time. If a keeper goes short, even in hurling, and he's turned over, that's a goal. There's Bob hope and no hope of him going short again. A lot of the time. I just don't see it. I do think there are times to do it. There's times when a short kick out is definitely on. I tell you, I put you this way, Shane. If you go short the whole time, any team worth their salt will push up and put pressure on you to go long. If you go short, then long, then the team are sitting back a small bit waiting for a long kick out, don't want to be exposed, then you can go short. If you're over any teams, which I believe you might be this year, I would definitely be thinking, this lad wants to go brave. He's going to be brave. Everything is going to be short. Everything is going to be through the eye of the needle. So we'll see about spoofery talk come the summer months.
See, you're talking more nonsense again. You'd go short so that you can bring the opposition forward, and then the long ones work. And the goalkeeper has to be smart enough to see what's always on. But you can't blame him for his teammates spilling a ball. I mean, that's.
No, I'm not blaming him. No, I'm looking more at the Rory Beggan incident here. That turned the game. The disappointing part there is Beggan is a brilliant keeper, and I would always say, in this instance, to overshoot. I'd be happier to overshoot the kick out than to underkick it. He had another 20 yards behind Tiernan Kelly. You haven't even seen that clip, so you can't even comment on it.
But you're a real captain yesterday, armed with the power of hindsight. Oh, you have to be selective. I mean, now and again it's going to go wrong no matter how selective you're being.
It will go wrong, of course it will. But at the end of a game, if you had one kick out at the end of a game, would you want a keeper, you're a point or two down, or a point up, shall we say? Would you want a keeper to be playing this kind of low percentage kick out where he's trying to go through the eye of a needle 30 yards to a fella that could be intercepted, that could lose you the game? You do need a lot of smarts. You need a keeper who's very intelligent and will read what's in front of him. Will spot when there's an opportunity to go long, and will spot when the short one is on as well.